Good morning, guys. It's Turkey Man off the tailgate. Got a special off the tailgate today. Title of it is Leave No Doubt. We're going to discuss the 12-team playoff, and I've got 7 points wrote down that I feel like we need to look at on why it's important that we leave no doubt. You know, I keep hearing fans say, and I keep hearing a lot of sports writers and all that you got to be 10-2. If you're 10-2, you're going to be in the 12-man playoff or the 12-team playoff. I beg the pardon. Not everybody is going to be 10-2 is going to be in that 12-team playoff. Reason being is number one. You know, we play in the SEC, and up to this year, it's been a 14-team SEC conference, but now we've added 2, Texas and Oklahoma. Well, if you looked at the ratings, Texas is ranked number 1 this week. Oklahoma is ranked number 15. So there are going to be a lot of teams in the SEC that is a 10-2 record, the way I look at it, because not everybody's schedule's the same, and not everybody plays as tough a schedule inside the SEC as certain teams do. If you got a problem or think that's not true, look at Florida's schedule. Florida has the toughest schedule in the nation, I think, and their team is struggling, and it's showing dividends on that regards. Number 2, 5 teams that make up the 12-team playoff from the winner of the conference championships. What that's saying is that 5 teams, there's a power of 4, and then the other smaller conference championships, the highest ranked 5 teams automatic bid in that 12-team playoff. The highest 4 take the 4 spots. They get an automatic bye, and then automatically be ranked in the highest that they are ranked 1 through 4. So you may be in the top 4 and not win your conference championship, and you're going to be replaced with maybe somebody that's got a 9-3 record. I mean, the way it's worded, that's possible. Number 3, the fifth team that wins their conference championship will be put in the number 12 spot. Example being, last year, Oklahoma at 10-2 was number 12. If that same scenario played out this year, and Oklahoma at 10-2, or Tennessee at 10-2, or whoever at 10-2, number 12 spot, they would be replaced by number 23. Liberty was 13-0 and won their conference championship. So just because you're 10-2, just because you're ranked going in before the committee gets through, doesn't mean that you're going to be in the 12-team playoff. Notre Dame, we know that Notre Dame's already took a loss this year, but there's a 4th reason. If anybody that's ever followed college football know that everybody that's in the sports writing, the commentators of all these big ESPNs and Sports South and so on and so forth, they push Notre Dame. Notre Dame they push, and they're not even in a conference. So they play their schedule. They don't have to play a conference championship. They don't have to lay their record on the line to have an opportunity to win in. If they win out, even though they took a terrible loss early, if they win out, you watch and see if they don't try to put them in that 12 spot with 11-1 record and not play a championship. That's another reason it's important that we leave no doubt. 6th reason, the teams 5 through 8. Now everybody knows, even the bookies will take home field advantage, and it's got reason it's called home field advantage. It is an advantage. Teams 5 through 8 in the 12-team playoff, they play at home. They have home field advantage, 5 through 8. So that's another reason it's important that we leave no doubt. We're ranked, I think, number 6 now. That'd be a great spot to be. I mean, I'd be tickled as punch to end up season 6th spot. Because if we'd be playing at home, and if you win that, then you're automatically going to be in an opportunity to play for the championship. Because then you'd move on. In the playoffs, you want to move on. Tomorrow, and that's why we need to play this season right now as if there's no tomorrow. That's the reason it's important that we leave no doubt, that we play it one game at a time, and we run it up. And I believe that. I believe you need to just pour it on. Remember the playoff committee, they have the right to make this more complicated, as we've seen them do in the past. Last year, which really and truly wasn't fair, but they took Florida State. They was undefeated, but they'd lost their quarterback, and they left them out of the playoff, and they put Alabama, I think, with was it 2 losses? I have to go back and look at that, but anyhow, they wasn't undefeated. Who took a spot? I laugh at this right here, but Trump, he says, when it's too big to rig, well, that's where I think we need to be in this. We need to leave no doubt that there's no opportunity for somebody to be put in ahead of us. Because we don't know injury comes in or not. I know that back in '85, Tony Robinson got hurt in the Alabama game, and we had to put a 5-year senior, Darryl Dickey, in. He was not nearly as talented as our quarterback, but he took us on to beat the number 2 team, Miami, in the Sugar Bowl, and beat them 35-7. So just because your quarterback gets down, it's a team sport. It's important that we leave no doubt that no matter what takes place, that we're not left to the side. There's a movie, I remember the Titans, and I like this. He said, the defensive coordinator says, "Runner up and leave no doubt." So I'm saying it's important that we leave no doubt to ensure that we get an opportunity to play in the playoffs. I hope as I close here, I've got some scripture today. 2 Timothy, the 4th chapter, the 7th verse says, "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." Well, that'll be a wrap. Leave no doubt.